This is Live Prepper here, the World of Joan. And a question was posed to me because we was talking about if shtf worldwide happened, why would I want to go to a cold area instead of a warm area? One reason for me is simple. The distance. Another reason for me, the reason I would prefer to go up north, more into a colder climate during the winter months, is of course spread of disease, sickness, and other areas. Not that I wouldn't love to be in the warmer climate, but it's closer for me at this point. The thing is, I'm living in Ohio now. Say I want to try to get to Florida. Well, I'm going to have to come across more danger, chances of more disease, sickness, whatever, try to reach Florida. And then as you get closer down south, and I'm from the south, I'm from Tennessee, you're exposed to more hurricanes, tornadoes, and other areas, other environmental changes, floods and things like that. So what I'm wanting to ask you, where would you go? Would it be to a cold area? Would it be to a warm area? What area have you chose? I mean, it depends on where you live at. Now, for me, like I said, it just makes more sense to go up north to live off the land and stuff. Take some seeds with me and things like that. That's my objective this spring. I want to buy some heritage seeds for the purpose of keeping, and I can take them with me and on a shtf situation if I need to, so I can plant me some crops and stuff, finding shelter and stuff, making do with what I got. And every day I'm learning and studying and reading. If you've seen one of my videos talking about the library is your best friend, that is going to teach you. So I'm weighing this out. Now, going up north, it's going to be less people. Chances are finding communities that I can survive with and work with that's more at peace with themselves, hopefully. Even if you find two or three people out there who's basically living off the land, you still got a community of people to work with. If I was down south, I probably wouldn't even bug out at all. I would stay within the Tennessee area if I was down south because of the hills and stuff up towards the Smoky Mountains and stuff. But then again, I still would have to consider I might even head up more towards Virginia in some ways. But it's just thinking about where you're going to head. Now, some people has bought property down towards the south. They moved from up north down to the south. They got their property bought there. Then you've seen people from the south move up north because of the weather issues and stuff. So it's a catch-22. Do you want to do this or do you want to do that? Which is better suited to you? There's people that's been living in cold climates for centuries and they're used to it. And their bodies adapted to it. And they know how to survive from that. They know to stock their food up during the summer months and everything and have enough to get them through the winter months. They know where to go. They know what to do. So it's a survival situation no matter what. If you choose to go down into the warmer climates like Texas or California or some of the other areas, and even they have cold areas, you have to think also about that. How am I going to survive? You get down in the swamplands and stuff, you got tons and tons of mosquitoes that just like to have you for a snack. So you're looking at diseases being carried around. So, you're looking at good on both horns and you're looking at a bad on both horns. If it's a virus outbreak, people, sick or whatever, cold climate kills viruses. Viruses don't function well in a cold climate. So it's really, hang if you do. Warm weather be great. Love it. But then you got to deal with hurricanes and flash floods or whatever. So it's a catch-22. For me, it's location. I'm in Ohio. It makes more sense for me to go up north towards the nature part, find me a old abandoned cabin or house or something, and set me up a base to stay in and try to survive in. And raise some food of my own and stuff and be prepared for the winter months and things, to harvest off the land, to hunt my food up and dry it. That's an option right there. It's a lot of work, but you know what? In an shtf situation, it don't matter where you're at. If you choose to stay in the inner cities, you're still going to have a lot of work you got to deal with. You got to still try to figure out how to feed yourself, take care of yourself, and then you got to worry about other gains as well. So there's always something you got to worry about. It's not perfect. It's a catch-22. For me, it's because of my location. I find going up north would be better for the 3 different areas I've chose. I hope to, map out railroad tracks. I hope to map out routes eventually. I hope, eventually be able to do some hiking in some areas and get some printouts of parts and stuff. All this here is a time effort on it. And I mean, it's something to think about. He's right about it, and about why wouldn't you want warmer climate? Well, this is why I want colder climate. But then again, if I lived in an area where it was warmer, I would probably settle right in that area. I would have to find me an area, would be kind of remote and isolated, and hopefully I could hook up with a community. That's something there. Hooking up with a community, hooking up with other people to be able to survive with is a good must. Being a lone wolf is not good. I don't plan on remaining alone. I hope eventually that I will have a couple other people that will become a community with me in time. The thing is, it's something to think about as I meet people and talk to people and create this connection with people. So, you have all this what if here, what if deal, if it does happen, what am I going to do? It's a lot to think about. You can bug in, you can shelter your house. There's a lot to think about what you're going to do to your home, to fix it up, to protect it. That's a lot of what ifs. What if? So which would you choose? Would you choose the colder climate? Would you choose the warmer climate? Would you choose it due to your location? Which would you choose? It's a simple question. For me, it makes sense to go up north. It's close. It makes sense to me. The closer I get up north, the less people I'm going to come across. More of a chance for me to survive and make it. To hooker, to set up my gardens and everything. Of course, for me, it's about surviving off the land and making do with what I've got. And I know for me, trying to head back down south or towards the warming areas is going to be a lot of danger and perils for me, a lot more. But that doesn't mean that I'm right in all of it. It don't mean I'm wrong in it. I think it just depends on where you live at and the circumstance. So for you, which would it be? Would it be the north, the west, the east, the south? Which would be what suited for you? And then weigh it out. What would be good and what would be bad? There ain't nothing perfect on it. I sure don't enjoy freezing myself to death, and I plan on staying warm by dressing in layers of clothes and doing what I have to do and hunker down and survive through the winter months, doing what I've got to do. Being up here in Ohio is teaching me more. I mean, of course, I grew up in Tennessee and been there when it was 0 degrees weather and stuff, and I'm used to dressing in layers and used to doing what I got to do. So it's up to you as a person. So which one do you think is the best? Do you think it's best to stay in the inner city to survive? Or do you think it's best to go to a warmer climate to try to survive? Or do you think it's best to go up in the mountain areas, into isolated areas, and survive with a community or what? I don't think none of it's wrong, to be honest with you. I think it all depends on who you are, where you are, what kind of skills you got, and your knowledge, your age, your whatever, sex, whatever. It has it's a lot of what ifs. So that's what I'm asking you. Where would you go in an shtf? Colder weather or warmer? Far away or nearer? This is Life Prepper, the World of Joan. Be safe, be happy. Bless you.